Friends, buckle up, because what we're diving into today is nothing short of royal history in motion. A story that has the entire world buzzing, media scrambling, and palace insiders whispering behind velvet curtains. For the first time in years, Prince William, yes, that William has finally cracked open the ice-cold wall he built between himself and his younger brother, Prince Harry. But here's the twist. This wasn't a moment born out of emotional maturity. It didn't happen because the press nudged him. It didn't happen because the monarchy suddenly discovered the value of healing. No, family. This happened because life forced William's hand. And today we're unpacking why William bowed, what finally broke him, and how Harry and Meghan, through strength, truth and grace, have already claimed the moral high ground. Because, trust me, the real story is not what the tabloids are spinning. Let's get into it. The transcript begins with a truth we all know. The public is tired. Tired of palace games. Tired of one-sided narratives. Tired of watching Meghan and Harry dragged for simply choosing peace. But what shook the world today was simple. William blinked first. For the first time in over 3 years, William let slip a tiny public acknowledgement of Harry during an interview with Eugene Levy on The Reluctant Traveller. He said, "I hope we don't go back to some of the practices in the past Harry and I had to grow up with." And instantly the media collapsed into hysteria. Suddenly, this tiny half-sentence was treated like William had cured world hunger. But family, let's not be fooled. That moment wasn't kindness. It wasn't vulnerability. It wasn't reconciliation. It was pressure. Royal pressure, family pressure, public pressure, health pressure. Because behind the scenes, both King Charles and Princess Catherine, each battling cancer, have reached their limit. Sources say they've been pushing William hard to stop dragging this Cold War out. Years of ego, years of bitterness, years of pretending Harry doesn't exist, and now two people whose health is fragile are saying, "Enough! Fix this!" That is what moved William, not empathy, not growth, not self-reflection. Pressure, and the interview, that little moment, oh, it wasn't random, it was intentional. William went on to say he wants to modernise the monarchy and prevent the family from regressing. Really now? Because if we're talking modernisation, who actually forced the monarchy to confront its outdated, dusty, fossilised traditions? Not William, not Charles, not Camilla. It was Meghan, a biracial American woman, humanitarian, philanthropist, global icon, mother, advocate, leader. Meghan is the one who held a mirror up to that institution. She revealed the racism, the misogyny, the archaic systems, the media manipulation, the suffocating silence. She exposed how the palace refused to protect those who needed it most. She was the breath of fresh air the monarchy didn't want, but desperately needed. And William knows it. So when he talks about modernisation now, that's not innovation. That's defence, reacting to the changes Meghan already forced into the light. Now this is where the tea turns boiling. Sources reveal William will only speak to Harry under strict conditions. Supervised conversations, controlled environments, total secrecy, no spontaneous calls, no unguarded moments. Translation: William is terrified. Terrified of accountability. Terrified of honesty. Terrified of his own behaviour being exposed. Terrified of Harry's receipts. Terrified of Meghan's receipts. Terrified of the truth slipping out. Terrified of losing control of the narrative. Because the truth is simple. William knows what happened behind palace walls. Harry knows what happened behind palace walls. And Meghan knows every crack in that system. William will do anything to avoid an unfiltered conversation where truth could spill. Now, let's talk about who handled this family rupture with grace. Was it William? No. Was it the palace? Absolutely not. It was Harry and Meghan. While Meghan was pregnant, postpartum, gaslit, smeared, lied about, attacked, and left unprotected. While Harry was torn between duty and love, thrown under buses for his brother, blamed for royal failures, punished for choosing his wife, they chose healing, they chose growth, they chose boundaries, they chose truth, they chose peace. Meanwhile, William chose ego, silence, PR, control and distance. Silence isn't neutral, silence is complicity. Yet Harry and Meghan kept taking the higher path, even when the world tried to bury them. And now, while William is cracking under pressure, Harry is blossoming. Just this month, Harry wrote a deeply personal essay, The Bond, the Banter, the Bravery, reflecting on his military life and identity. Experts say the essay gently reaches toward William not from desperation, but from honesty. Because Harry, unlike many others, does the emotional work. He reflects, he apologizes, he grows, he heals, and Meghan supports him with strength, clarity and love. Harry, missing the brother he grew up with, doesn't mean he regrets choosing Meghan. It doesn't mean he wants to return to the monarchy. It doesn't mean he wants to relive trauma. It means he is human, and humanity is not weakness. So why now? Why is William finally giving in? Because King Charles wants reconciliation, Princess Catherine wants peace, Queen Camilla wants unity. The public is exhausted. The monarchy looks fragile. William's image is slipping. Harry is thriving. Meghan is unbothered. The world is siding with empathy. There is only one thing standing in the way: William's ego. But even that ego is cracking, because the monarchy cannot survive another decade of heirs at war, and William knows it. Let this be crystal clear. Harry and Meghan were right. Right to protect their peace. Right to speak their truth. Right to set boundaries. Right to leave. Right to build a healthier life. Right to create their own family dynamic. And they will be right again when reconciliation finally happens, because when it does, it will come from maturity, not monarchy. From healing, not pressure. From family, not headlines. If you enjoyed this deep dive, if you appreciate commentary that cuts through the noise and centers truth, justice and compassion, smash that subscribe button, hit like and drop a comment for the algorithm. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting truth. Thank you for choosing love over noise. Stay blessed, stay sharp, stay Sussex strong.